Hey guys, Darth Cloric here, back with another random update video. So, if you're seeing this, I mean, if you've looked at the title, then no doubt you'll already have an idea. So, if you're watching this video, I am going on a short hiatus. It is not by choice, very much, but I have no choice. So, so there will be nothing coming out after this video. If you're seeing this video, that means that anytime after this, I am on my hiatus. So as of the time of recording this, it is July 5th or whatever. But by the time you're seeing it, it'll be much later than that. I'll probably have some gameplay of something random going on screen. As far as the dates go, so I don't know exactly when I'll be putting this up. It might end up being maybe it's Monday the 17th, maybe it's Tuesday the 18th. I'm not sure, or maybe it's a little bit before, maybe it's sometime over that weekend. I'm not sure, but so I am doing CDL school to get my CDL license to be a truck driver. It will be the school itself is about 20 school days, and I will be going to New Mexico from Utah. I currently live in Utah. I'm hoping to move to New Mexico, but the trip itself is not going to be as smooth as one would prefer. I am very poor, and this move is going to be weird. I'm actually going to be just taking my motorcycle and taking a duffel bag and living out of a duffel bag for a month. So that's going to be something. But so the school itself is 20 days, like I said, but on the other side, I'll have my CDL, and then I will need to job hunt and get a job that uses my CDL, and then I'll have to get established in a real apartment. And so I don't know how long that process will take. Obviously, even if the school itself is just a month, the length of how long it'll take to get established, I don't know how long that part will take. It might end up being another month before you guys see videos again. I don't know. I don't know. I would hope that my goal is to get as established as quickly as possible, because I don't want to miss the channel, and I don't want to miss what I was doing, because I like what I'm doing. But there are some IRL things that have to change, obviously. My job and my estate being one of them, because I am hoping I really need to move out of Utah. Utah is very crowded, and people and crowds give me anxiety, and the traffic here sucks bad, and the drivers here are terrible drivers, and so it's very scary to be a biker in Utah, just because the drivers here are so lousy, especially around bikers, and they don't watch for you or plan for you at all. They could not care less on whether they ran you off the road or not, and so that's obviously not going to work. So I have a lot of family in New Mexico, and that's one of the other major reasons why I want to move back and I want to go back, is because my folks live there. My little sister and her new husband live there, and most of my cousins all live there. And so there's just the whole clan for me is pretty much still back in New Mexico, other than a few that are elsewhere. But for the most part, most of us are still back there. So I really miss them. I don't love being up here in Utah. It's very crowded, and I do miss the family quite a bit. So I'm hoping to get back there, and my goal is to knock the school out and get established as quickly as possible. Because I want to resume channel stuff. So if you're seeing this, and if everything went according to plan, my goal was to try and finish Civ before I went. Hopefully I reached that goal. So at the time you're seeing this, it probably would have been a week and some change ago, something like that I put Shadow of War on hold, because at the time of recording this, which is the 5th, I have this goal of finishing Civ, and I hope I reached that goal, and I hope I did get it done before I left. So that is the goal, so that when we come back, we can either jump just full time, like when I come back and videos resume, we can either just jump right into Shadow of War and we'll just continue where we left off, or we might just continue with this current system of having a main game and a side game, and have my main game continue being Shadow of War and putting that up, and then having my side venture be something else. Like, obviously it wouldn't be Civ, but something else. We'll have to see exactly how it all pans out. I am not entirely sure what I will do. But I hope it's as short as possible. I did briefly consider taking my GoPro and doing a lot of vlogging stuff while I was on my trip, but to be honest, I think I'm not going to bother with that, because once I live in New Mexico, there'll be all the time in the world for me to use my GoPro and get back into moto vlogging and everything else. And so I probably won't bother. I think I'd rather just stay focused on my schooling and knocking that out and getting that done. And then when I live there, my GoPro can be used all the time, and I can get back to moto vlogging. Again, at the time of recording this, I do actually have a motovlog recorded from last year, from last riding season, that I need to record and put up. I just never got it up. And so I do need to get that up and get that going, but I don't know when that will be. It would be kind of neat if I got that up before I left, but those take a lot of editing, and there's a lot I have to do before I'm able to actually finish leaving. I have to get all my stuff into storage, and I have to... Yeah, there's a lot that I have to do. I have to sell my other motorcycle, and I'll actually, because I guess you guys would actually know about this because I did moto vlogs on my Vulcan originally. So I have 2 motorcycles currently. There's the Vulcan, which you guys have seen because a lot of my early moto vlogs were all on that one. But then after a certain point, I got my bigger bike, and you guys have seen that one as well. So my bigger bike, Ivy, is the only bike I use these days. I haven't ridden the Vulcan in well over a year. And as last time I checked, it ran fine for the most part. It's just once I got a bigger bike, and you don't really want to go backwards once you have a bigger one. It's really hard to get yourself to ride a smaller bike, even after you have a much bigger one. So at the time of recording this, I need to sell the Vulcan before I leave for my trip, if at all possible, because it would very much give me some cushion of some security for having funds that I would really love to have. And so if we're lucky, I got that Vulcan sold before I left. And yeah, and it's all going to be very good things, because once I'm back into Mexico, I have a good job, with better pay than I've ever had using a CDL, then we can get back. I can resume YouTube, and I'm hoping that we can sort of get back on the horse a little bit. I need to get medicated and stuff, and other things need to happen. But I am hoping to get back on doing some more side things, and more than just what I had to do to survive. I'm hoping to get back into moto vlogging, doing a lot more trips with that. Down the road, I really want to get a Ninja, a Kawasaki Ninja. I love those. I love the Ninjas, and I really, really want one. And so down the road, there'll be more bikes for moto vlogs, in addition to, of course, Ivy, my V-Star. And so I'm hoping to get more of that, and I wouldn't be against more IRL stuff. Doing more of the IRL achievement videos, and starting to actually get some more things like vlogging wise accomplished on that front, whether that meant hikes and, things I saw and things I did, and recording it and then sharing it on my channel. I think I would love to get that done. So yeah, I'm hoping this can be as short as possible. I would love to knock this out and get it done and be back as quickly as I can. So if everything goes according to plan, and if I did, so I'm planning on leaving Monday the 17th or Tuesday the 18th, depending on how storage goes. So if all that happened, and if I took the test to get in on that Saturday, maybe I started school, I don't know, sometime before July was over. I mean, it might end up being end of August by the time I was done, more or less. I mean, so it might be in September, but maybe by the time I'm back. It's hard to say. So I don't know. I hope I can knock it out and get it done as quickly as possible, so I can get back to all of you, and we can get back to the channel. So when I do come back, I am hopeful that it's time to update my outro video. Most of it will stay the same. It's just the actual video of the actual clips that I'm using that needs to be updated. So those don't take super long to make, and so plus, because a lot of the basic format stuff is already done. And so I would love to update that video. So maybe that might be a fun thing to do as I come back. When I come back is using a whole bunch of new videos, like using a new video and having an updated outro. That would be kind of nice. And then when we come back, we will finish Shadow of War and maybe start a new side game, depending on how the scheduling all works with uploads and all that. But yeah, so I am sorry about the gap, but I am hopeful that I can knock this out and get it done, and I can come home to the channel. So, and who knows, if my place gets really well put together, and after I have a real apartment, maybe I'll even do an apartment tour. You never know. You never know. I mean, honestly, it could make for a really decent IRL achievements video. You know, like IRL achievements, got my first apartment, that kind of thing. That could be, that could be really fun. And I've never had my own real first actual apartment. I've done roommate stuff, but like never a real one on my own. And that's the goal for the next one, is to have my own place with no roommates, family or otherwise. I want my own private place. So here's hoping that I can find that in the next place, and I hope to take you guys with me. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.
Hi guys! Splat! Oh, we're going, babe. We're going. Oh my lord! Okay, it's fine. I saved it. I saved it. You see that quick response? My lord, what a tap, though. Me and Buck. We just freaking spirit roasted that guy.